Hello, welcome to my new show, You Throughout the Years. Here we will have conversations with ordinary persons like you and me. Everyone has a story, either good or bad, funny or sad, and a lesson that we all must learn. So come and reminisce with us as we find out how those years have shaped our lives. If you would like to have your product or services promoted on the show, email us at bajansurvivor@gmail.com. We have different packages to suit your business needs. Today, we have a wonderful, spiritual, strong lady by the name of Kathy. And she is a lady that I call her my sister. She get promoted. She's not just my friend. She's my sister from another mother. She was there. Yeah, but from different mother and father, but she is my sister. So we are going to start this show by playing a little game. It's not too difficult, and it's very fun. So first question is, if you were a potato, what way would you like to be cooked?
Scallop.
And scallop? Well, that'd be a bake thing. Oh, and yeah, I like scallops too. Um, mash, mash. Yeah, I would want. Yeah, if it was a thing, yeah, I would want to be mashed. Number two, what animal would you use to be if you can be an animal? What animal would you like to be?
A whale.
Oh, Will, can you explain why?
Big and travel fast.
Yeah, that's true. In their
Eat it all.
yeah, in their habitat, yes, they might be big, but they move very fast. Yeah, and they're very graceful. So yeah, that is a good answer. Me, a bird. Any type of bird that can fly, I would want to be maybe a eagle. Yeah, an eagle.
Strong.
Yeah. Okay. Which of the Snow White seven dwarfs describe you? Bashful, dark, dopey, crump, crump, crump. I can't remember how to say that word. Crumpy, happy, sleepy, or sneezy. Which one of these
Happy.
are you?
Happy. Happy.
You're happy? Oh yeah, and I can attest to that. She is joyful. She's very joyful. So yeah, for me, my husband would say I'm crumpy. Ah, yeah, he would say that I'm crumpy. But believe it or not, I'm very bashful. Yeah, I'm
May want to be.
shy. I'm very shy. Number 4, where did you grow up?
Christchurch. Canada, Christchurch. Some of places is a prayer.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is move, especially when you're adult, you move a lot of places. Yeah, the same for me. Yeah, I moved a lot of places, but I end back in my hometown. Yeah, my hometown. Okay, and the last question is complete this sentence. I wish I could.
I wish I could fly.
Fly. Okay, that is good. You know, I like flying. I wish
I
that
do.
humans could fly. I really wish that we could fly.
There's
I
all
maybe,
places to go there.
yeah, because I know that you love traveling. So if we could fly, I know you will not be embarrassed. Yeah, you'll be every place, every place. For me, if I wish I could walk, walk again. That's the only thing. Right now, I wish I could walk out my bedroom, outside, run.
All over the place.
Yeah, yes, that is what I wish. Okay, so now we are going into the meat of this show. What is the earliest year or the age you can remember? You're going back, back, back. When you became aware of your surroundings, your parents, anything.
Anytime I gotta talk.
And what did your family say you start to, what age you started to talk?
I can't remember.
Ah,
That was a long time ago. A long time ago. I can't remember.
so, okay, so you started to talk. Was it early or normal around us be one going to
Very early. I like to eat, so I gotta talk.
before one or one?
Like before one, I guess.
Because yeah, you know there was the some words and thing, but to have a
Knowledge.
sentence, right? If you were talking early, what things you think that you were saying?
Mommy, mama,
Mm-hmm.
more say mama. My more say dada. Oh,
Yeah.
they call my daughter.
Oh, okay. Okay. That is the earliest you can remember
Yeah.
yourself being small. So we are coming, say we are coming up 2, 3, 4. What did you like to do? Either good or bad around the age of 3, 4, 5, because you know, when we are getting up in those ages, we start to do what you say naughty things and things. So you could remember what you used to do around 3, 4, 5.
I was up on my mother kitchen shield.
Yeah, that is all.
And helping doing other stuff about the
Stuff like
place.
what?
But cutting grass. I don't know the grass with the collins
When you
until
was
they cut my toe.
3, 4, or 5?
No, that's about 5 going 6. At 3 years old, I can remember hugging my mommy. Always used to be always up at my mommy, kissing she up and doing things like that.
Mm-hmm. So
So that was me.
you was never chastised for
No,
being
no,
naughty.
no. I wasn't a naughty girl.
So you say we have to take your word for it.
I wasn't a
So
naughty girl.
right. So did you have any siblings?
Yes, I have one sister from my mother's side. Um, another sister from my father's side, and one, two brothers that I know of, but plenty more as I hear.
Oh, okay. So with that dynamic, you have a sibling. So
Yeah.
how did your childhood go with your siblings? Because yes, you can be by yourself and you're a cool, quiet child, but when you get a playmate, you could get in a lot of trouble.
Tell you truth, playmates, I never really the playmate. We knew the mostly by when we go by our my mother. We used to be always in the house, we playing with ourselves, or they had a white guy, little white children would come around. Them the troublesome and wicked.
Yeah.
But at my grandmother's side, we always have our cousins and things to play with. Just make a lot of dirty cuckoo, mud cuckoo. And we used to really play with our one another and not play with the surrounding neighborhood people,
Oh,
children.
okay. Yeah, that
It
was
was too much
that was
we to play with one another. We had to go outside.
oh, okay, that is very good. Then that is trial years, like 6, going 8, 9, 10. Then you're
Mhm.
coming into yourself. You're like 12, 13. You're going into that confusing time of your teen, teenage
Yes,
years,
yes.
right? What did you do in your teenage? And you can talk about from 13 to 18, 19, 19 to 19.
I get 98. Um, my teenage years was I I was not a lonely child. I was always loved by my mother and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a father around. He ain't dead, but he wasn't around.
Mm-hmm.
Loved by my mother, loved by my family, but not by my sister. But um, yes, but we was always had things to do. So really and truly, we ain't had the time to say we're going to run about with nobody to play with children or nothing like that. Mommy was always got to be busy in the house doing work.
Even as a teenager.
Yes. Then yes, even as a teenager, but you still got your little friends. They come vacation time, you still sneak out, but always make sure you try and get home before we get home.
Mm-hmm.
Always make sure you get your housework done before you
Mm-hmm.
go out to play or
Mm-hmm.
to run boat. But you used to always like climbing trees and going boat places. Adventurous person. That was
Mm-hmm.
me. Always like to see other places and do other things, climbing and going up in the gully in the hills.
Mm-hmm.
That was me. Um, growing up now as become an adult, been beginning to work and stuff like that. It was it was okay being going work, working for yourself, and even in vacation time you're working, bring home money and give your mommy and stuff like that. it was okay. But then after we get into having boyfriends and things, that was another problem.
What type of work do you do or business do you have?
Huh. I like working my hands. I do. I like to decorate for weddings. I do furnishing, mahogany furniture, which in that includes if they're on stick, to stick them back, to join them back together, to rip down the stain and restain them all over. I like to do make cushions. I like to do the dining room chairs, the seats. I do all of that. I spray and I just stain.
So you just love working with your hands. So and
Yes.
yes, she she could out outfit a wedding. I always pushing her to start a business with that designing everything. It is wonderful. So we will pray about that. I'm still praying about that. So you will say you were a good girl throughout
Good girl.
your teenage, never um police have to come to your house for you,
No.
right? No relationship fighting or or having your name about the place, your teenage years was just
Uh,
cool and good.
we never had a police come at our mother home for us, because we never
Mhm.
involved in those kind of stuff. So I never had a police coming home at my mother house, not me. I would have get smashed. And yes, you have your little friends, they start being hard going to school, secondary school, you get little friends who will go football and do your little girl stuff that you would normally do when you're going to school.
Mhm.
But going falling in sometimes you will go end up in the wrong company,
Mhm.
which is the bad company, but then you'll find yourself pulling away because then you know your mother,
Yeah.
she don't
Yeah.
stand for crap.
Yeah.
As either she lick you, she punish you, but it didn't matter saying she doing it to me because she could never know how to punish me. Licks never mattered nothing to me, and she never really had to beat me for nothing really. And because she beat me today, next minute I still upon it. So it wasn't like you beat me. We didn't matter since you beat me because I still coming upon you,
Mhm.
and you still mommy and daddy for me. So you beat me in a problem. You punish me in a problem because then that was me. I was always a person. I was love my mama. I would do anything for her. If toilet want fixing, they fix it. The galvanize at the roof want nail it down. Go out there and nail it down. I
Mhm.
was I was the boy and the girl for her.
Yeah.
She had to ask me to do, I do. They say want doing, and I do it. That's even me of today. If my
Mhm.
sister want doing, I go and do it.
And I could say yes. She she just do what she needs to do.
To do.
Yeah. Now we're going into you younger um 20s, going to you even your 30s and things. So you're working and you're meeting people, and at this time now you're getting serious of getting with a boyfriend. How easy or hard it was for you?
I is a friendly person, so it was not hard for me to find friends.
Mm-hmm.
I never went go looking for friends, but always end up with friends. And that was me, friendly, loving. So I always could talk to people. I never had a problem speaking to people and stuff like that. Shy, but never had a problem speaking to people. So, but looking for boyfriend, I never look. That always come. um, so that was it. You come and talk to me, I talk to you. That was simply it. But I was never put myself out there to be looking for nobody. You come and talk to me, talk. You see you like me, I say, okay, no problem. And we go on from there. But never had a lot of boyfriends. I have a lot of friends, but not intimate boyfriends. That's my school years. I'm like beginning to work now. Like I just go partying because we mix with workmates and you become friends with workmates. And when they decide then we going partying, we go party for the Friday night. You're shopping, come home, either make clothes or buy clothes that are already done, and you will come home. A whole group of you will be in the house. Sometimes they at my mommy house. Sometimes they are there. So it was always a group. We used to go in groups. Always, never go out alone. Always in a group and come. If one body say you're ready to come, they're ready to go home, the whole group going home. But remember, all of we going at one house. So that would be for the Friday. So we spend over the weekend at one body house. So that's we going to work the Saturday. We have to get work at 7:30. It's 7:30. Got to be up. Sunday, if you at me, you have to be up for church. So everybody got to be washing. Some two people be washing. Some people will be cooking, making tea. So by the time mommy get home from work in the morning, everything has to be done. So she cannot be partying or do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But we have to be here. We have to be sitting down together. So one body nod, we try the other body. So nothing what me doing. Another that we gone up, bed up parties. So we party Friday night, we party Saturday night, but never went party on a Sunday night. Never ever. We were left home and we would go down, maybe theater or whatever, or walk about to town and come back home in earliest time. But we have to pack our bags and get ready for work and back to our normal homes.
So then, how you got, because you are a married lady, so how did you met your husband, and how did you get to the point of being married, or even think about it in your mind to get married?
Well, the first marriage, I didn't think about it. I didn't wait for him. Me and still, as I say, friends, a lot of friends, there's a lot of trouble sometimes and bad influence on your life. But I was at some friends, some girlfriends, and I was going to school. We was young, and but I wasn't going. So I was done school, but I think one of them was going to school still. And then we went to street fair. But then we get to street fair, then parts, and I don't know where they went, but they had their own agenda. So by the time I ready to come home, I couldn't find nobody, so I had to walk home. Went at the next door neighbor, because the house was shut. Don't know nobody was at the house. Everybody gone about the business. And wait at the next door neighbor and waiting to see like coming house or see when somebody come down the road home. The neighbor friend come in and had his way with me. And that's how I got married, got pregnant, and get married.
Wow.
That was not a good experience at all.
Yeah.
Then I married, then we divorced. I divorced him, my daughter died, divorced him, I married again. I met my husband now on a minibus, minivans that are, when the boys was going home from work, going from work to home. And then we became friends and stuff like that. And then we started living together and then we get married.
Okay, so This is around what age? 20s,
I
30s,
met him. I met my first husband when I was wait, no, I met my second husband when I was 20 years old.
20 years old. Okay. So, right. And now you are married how much years?
Woo! Real long.
Yes, I met you in 2002.
Yes, and I married in 2000.
Right. So this is almost like, whoa, this is long. Yeah, whoa.
Yes.
Okay, so you met him in your 20s. So say you got married around late 20s or early
No, I
30s.
got married, I think, when it was in my trees.
Right.
Then I
Yeah.
got married to him.
Okay. So we went from your childhood and we are coming up. This is years in, you don't have to say your age, but now you're at a point in your life that you could say, when you look back through your life, that you learn lessons, either bad,
Experience.
right, bad or good experiences and things. So can you share any lesson to those viewing?
Well, I could tell you where marriage is a job. Just you get up and you get ready to go to some person job every day. You take the humps and grumps. Marriage is the same thing. You take the good with the bad. You learn to live with it. And if you keep fretting and making yourself miserable, you're dead young. And you always got noise in your house and no peace.
Mm-hmm.
But if you voice him make any noise and you shut up, it will go far. And you will learn not to not step to don't listen, must always listen to one another and always share things, and not everything you will say and everything you don't want to do, something you might not even want to cook. But then that's where he should step in and say, but if you like cooking, if
Yeah.
you get saying like, or you ask if you could do something like, and every day you gotta cook. And but beware of friends, especially friends that will often say, but you would do that, then we do this and then we do that. If it ain't them, it ain't
Mm-hmm.
them. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you gotta keep friends out of your relationship, out of your marriage and stuff like that. Because I got some friends can give you a real bad advice.
Mm-hmm.
I got some that will give you good advice, and I got some that give you bad advice.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know the good advice from the bad one, you're in the fourth score. But you
Mm-hmm.
always work at your marriage, whether your husband will want to work at it or not. Always you do the work at it.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to be miserable and fretful and grumbly, and stay focused on what you got to do. Pray.
Yes.
Always pray.
Mm-hmm.
Always put God in center your home, in your workplace, and in center your marriage. Whether your husband's good church or you's good church or not, but you always bring God in the center
Mm-hmm.
because He's the only one that can help you through every situation.
Amen. I agree. So right now we are talking about um Kathy's life, her childhood to adulthood, and she was sharing all the good things that she used to do because she was a good girl, a wonderful good girl, and all the different things that she went through as uh, in her adult life, her young adult life till now. Kathy, can you tell us, if you want to share, an embarrassing situation that happened to you?
An embarrassing situation. Yeah, one I could remember, but so I might, somebody might say embarrassing, but it's every embarrassment is a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
I remember coming through the port one night, and I said something. About it was my husband then. I can't remember, but I said something, and he told me some nonsense. And I can't remember what I do, but I know my suitcase was in the road, and I was gonna take out some things on my suitcase for a guy I bring in things for, and I stumbled right over his suitcase, and he did not even say nothing. He did not try to help me. Some person else had to come and help me up,
Okay.
and then it was like that. So that was embarrassing to see that happen. And then the guys wondering why he couldn't help you away this and way next and way third. They said that's he's that fair. And I just pass it off as a joke and start laughing.
Okay. I can understand how you say that in every embarrassing is a lesson. But yeah, I will be embarrassed too, especially if it's in front of other people.
Yes, cause all we was on the shit coming on with shit together. So all we
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of fun and stuff, but when another one that time all of us went down. So we didn't say 100 cabrons then, and when they gone for my money, when we hit St. Lucia port, I went to get my money because we done show. I went to get my money, and I find the money. All of my money they're gone,
Mm-hmm.
and I like, what the bird is this? Where my money is? So a guy saying, so where your bag is? I see my bag here. He said, oh, I know where your bag is. So I said, where my bag is? He came and showed me. So he felt it was out there gambling with my money.
Oh wow.
And I didn't really know them. I just met them like twice. But they took my money and was gambling with it. I said, well, for real? I want to go my bag and take my money. We want to make the nursery. Don't worry about it, you getting back all your money. So when we done did bring back all of my money and give to me. Every single cent and more.
Wow.
So when we was in town now, everybody went a separate ways after we get in the port, went into town. And these guys buy so much things to me. When they come back in, everything was on my bed for me. I didn't know how to know what size it is wear, what I would want and stuff. And then get hams, 10 hams, and I never get nothing hams. So I had 10 hams, and I don't know where they went to get these 10 hams.
Mm-hmm.
But I had the 10 hams, I had the blue. For me, that's when I first know what blue from in St. Lucia. That I don't forget the Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
And then bring all these things and give me. And from then, I never, when we traveling together, once I know that I can't go, and then find out that I can't go because I ain't got the finances to go, they will give me bring my passport, and I gone. Never
Right.
leave out one another. If one body traveling, everybody traveling. So we
Yeah.
went, I was the team, and we always used to look out for our ones. So I say it was a good experience in learning who around you that can
Mm-hmm.
really look out for you too. And it was an experience to say that I didn't really make no noise. It just asked a question because I wanted, but these people carry my money now, like what I didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was come very different, and it was like that.
Yes, and I can say that Kathy is very gracious and she always wants to help people, always wants to help. And when you meet her, you will feel that you were her friend forever because she's that accommodating and very inviting. She's very inviting. So yes, I can understand you being in that situation. You won't want to really rile up any of the men because you do not know who they are, how they will act, or anything. But you see, because your response was a quiet question, they respect you enough to bring back and more money that you could enjoy and have more gifts. So that will that will tell you about her demeanor. So she's like that. I never heard about these things, and she's the type that if she was a rich woman, I would not be here on YouTube like this because I would have to be with her traveling the world. She is like that. That's the way she is, my sister. We're getting to the end of the show. What else do you want for your life? Although we won't know how long we have on this earth, but what do you want or need for the rest of your life?
Well, for the rest of my life, I hope to live to 2003. I would, I would like to live to 2003 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But simply, rest of my life, I would just like to be happy, to be comfortable, to be
Mm-hmm.
working in God's vineyard. I don't know how, but I hope wherever He will want me to be, to work in
Mm-hmm.
His vineyard, even um, dealing with churches, putting churches back on the feet, helping dress them up, whatever, decorating, whatever. But I would like to be working in His vineyard, and I would like to be more stronger in faith, in my faith, where
Mm-hmm.
God is concerned. I would love to be able to provide for my godchildren, give them what they want and help them in the learning, wherever they're at or they want to be trained to my best to get them there. I don't know how I would do it, but there's things that I always said I would love to do. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I love children. I love children to be learning. I don't like children paying the full education. I like them to be learning and to go the month for length of place that they would like to go. I
Mm-hmm.
like to travel. I love my kids to be traveling with me. Not biological kids, they don't have any now, but I call my godchildren my kids. So that is my thing. I love traveling. I would love them to be traveling with me every time I leave. But I know every time I leave, I can't. They don't call to be at school or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, half of them soon done school.
that, that is true. That is true. So now we thank you, Kathy, with sharing some of your life with us and letting us know how, especially how you could navigate your marriage or how to pray without ceasing to be grateful in life. So I thank you for being on the show. And I thank you for viewing this show. And I hope to see you again. Remember, if you have any businesses or services and you would like them to be promoted on the show, email me at bajanstrokessurvivor@gmail.com. So till the next time, bye-bye.
Bye.